This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV, and we're very pleased to be joined today by TJ Tracy and Jesus Herrero of Viega to discuss Viega's innovative piping solutions for ships and shipyards, now approved by NAVSEA and intended to increase the safety, efficiency, and cost effectiveness of shipboard pipe installations and repairs. Gentlemen, to start, I'm sure many watching today know the Viega name, but can you please give a short overview of the products and systems that the company offers in the maritime sector?
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate that. I'll take this one. To kind of start off for the people that don't know who Viega is the largest mechanically attached fitting manufacturer in the world. What we basically do in layman's terms is take the welding out of pipe fitting. So that's just a basic idea of really what we do. Jesus and I are on the marine side of the business, and we have made some specialized products that is specifically for the marine side. But one of the things that we've learned while we've been doing this is that there is no particular product that is specialized for marine. We've found that all of our products, anywhere from the obvious stainless and copper nickel product, all the way down to a PEX product, which we call a pure flow product, is what we're using in all ships throughout the U.S. And even worldwide. We kind of started out with metric products, is how we kind of cut our teeth. And we started off selling the metric product. We've been selling it for 10 plus years, and now we have moved into the inch size product. We've moved in a while ago, but on the marine side, we've kind of really gone full force with the inch size product. It's interesting as we talk about it, we made some specific products, which is like a copper nickel product, which is a really corrosive resistant product for the marine side, which has been a great success. But we found again that anywhere carbon steel can actually be used on some of these vessels, because not all vessels are offshore vessels. A lot of our business is inshore marine. So it just gets very interesting. And, when you ask about where we can be used, there's pretty much anywhere in the ship we can be used. We're being used in chill and potable water, fire mains, drainage, ballast, VCHTs, plus we can be used on fuel and oil, which is fantastic. The last thing I would probably comment on is what's really driving our business is approvals and certificates are kind of the key to where we kind of grow our business. And Viega by far is the largest, has the most approvals of any mechanically attached fitting manufacturer there is.
I know that in terms of shipboard safety, mitigating the risk of fire tops the agenda on any ship, commercial or naval. Specifically, how does the Viega solution help to mitigate fire risk on ships?
The Navy loses a ship to fire on average every 7 years. There was a NAVSEA-led study that Jack McGowan did that reported fires from 2017 through 2020. There were 641 reported fires in that time frame. More than 50% originating from hot work. NAVSEA approved press technology inherently eliminates hot work. This is a cold press technology. There's no hot work involved at all in doing it. Press can be done next to other trades without harming their work because there's no open flames. Like I said, it's cold press technology.
So with many of the shipyards that we talk to on a daily basis, I know that the need for welders and fitters is never ending. So how does the Viega solution fit into the conversation regarding training?
Thanks, Brad. That's really what we do. That's really the heart of what press technology and Viega does. Press requires much less preparation. And as Jesus mentioned earlier, there's no hot work or welding that's necessary. It's fast, provides consistent one-time quality, and simplifies the testing down the road. We have the ability to test the system dry or wet. All of these factors combined result in a considerable cost savings overall. This to qualify the the people that have to actually do the pressing. is very simple. It's only about a 45-minute qualification. So it's not this this large, training process that we have to go through. And we can do this all the way from 1/2 inch to 4 inch on our metal products.
Industries report greater than 40% savings at the time of install. This is only, when you add the actual labor to install it and you subtract the additional cost of the fitting, it's a net greater than 40% savings. Now, when you consider that we have a virtually 0% failure rate, so you don't have to go back and redo anything, and the simplified testing that entails, you can finish your testing the first time around because there's no welds to go redo, etc. And so it actually extends the savings significantly from that as well. We actually got NAVSEA engaged in a cost estimating project that's underway. That'll be soon to come out. It's happening as we speak. And later in the year, we'll have it available also to actually show from an independent source as NAVSEA what the real cost savings you can expect on a system are.
I know both of you have just discussed some of the monetary considerations, but I kind of want to harp on that topic for a moment because as you and anybody watching this can attest, time is money and cost is a concern for any business. How specifically does Viega help vessel owners keep costs in check?
I think, the best way that we do that is speed, right? We have the ability to do a press, a typical 2-inch, 1.5 inch press in about 6 seconds, right? Where depending on what the material itself is that a welder would be using, that weld time can be anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. So what we're doing ultimately is cutting down the cost of the ultimate project itself. And that's the overall cost savings that we lend to the whole project. And honestly, there's two things that we do is the bigger the project, the more you use Viega, the more cost savings you have overall, because it is such a labor, building a vessel is such a labor intensive process. It doesn't matter if you're building a 17-foot Sea Ray, or a tanker. It is a labor intensive process. And the more labor you can take out of that or speed up the labor, it really gives the ability for you to save money.
Also, when you look at the things that you are removing from the equation, you're removing the fire watch, you're removing the chemist to come in and certify that the space is good for performing work, hot work. There's inherent fire risk mitigation, associated with pressing. So less risk of fire, speedier installations, no chemist, no weight. All that makes a system move faster. The ability to have highly skilled labor focus on more technical installations. It takes about 10% of the labor to press a system together. Net installed cost is less than 40% from material and labor perspective only. There's no need to empty system. You can press even when there's water or whatever fluid coming out of it, whether it's oil, fuel, water. And because there's no hot work required, you also don't have to flush the system to remove the oxidation that occurs inside the pipe when you enter into hot work.
We recently reported on NAVSEA's approval of the Viega Mega Press copper fittings as the first press fittings approved for Navy combat ships. Why was this approval important?
NAVSEA has the highest requirements of any agency because of the nature of the ship's service. These ships go to war and they need to endure the most brutal conditions, firing weapons, extreme maneuvers, extreme survivability to be able to continue to execute their missions. Shock and vibration are amongst the top performance requirements from NAVSEA. The latest ship shock trial, the CVN-78 USS Gerald Ford, performed more than 100 miles from shore, registered as a 3.9 magnitude earthquake on shore. That is pretty significant when you think about it. Being approved for use on service combatants is a testament to our development and production teams who have created a product that stands to the toughest performance standards. It should also let anyone else considering using our products know just how tough they are. If these products are good enough for NAVSEA, then it should be good enough for you.
Everybody in this industry likes a case study to see how others are benefiting from a particular product or system. Can you discuss any recent projects that you believe highlight the Viega value proposition?
We've been incorporated into many defense platforms like EPF, which is the Expeditionary Fast Transport, TAO, which is the replenishment oilers, on multiple MSC and US Coast Guard vessels. We've been involved with many offshore and inland working vessels and new builds. Recently, we just did a multi-cat tug built by Conrad for Damen, just to give you an idea. On MRO, we have an even wider variety of vessels throughout the world, including major cruise ships that we're on that you know and you've seen. Our products are on there. We are fully engaged with Edison Schwest on multiple new build projects, ranging from tugs to river cruise ships. Plus, we have conducted repairs and refits on OSVs and other vessels.
NASCO has been using our products for more than 15 years. They have performed cost studies versus the technology being replaced, which is sweat or silver braze and welding, and determined that the return on investment exceeds 100%. Now, how can you return more than it actually costs to build it? So it's twofold. First of all, like we mentioned before, at the time of installation, you are exceeding 40% savings just from the installation perspective. When you add the reduction in testing costs due to near zero failures, the not having to flush the system and being able to complete a testing cycle the first time around, then the savings are even more significant, and that's how they get to that 100%. Now, this was included as part of the proposal to NAVSEA to undertake the testing that we just passed and got our NAVSEA letters from, in order to justify the investment from NAVSEA to do this. So it's a solid report.